So today we are going to be doing the Japanese koi fish. Koi fish are just for decoration. They do not eat the fish. But when you are finished, you will have two fish who are swimming around like the yin and yang, or the good and the evil, the light and the dark symbol that is very common and popular in Japanese art. So you're going to start with a white piece of paper and a circle. You are going to trace the circle in the middle of your white paper, and that's going to give you the shape to make it look like they are swimming around in a circle. Do not trace it dark. You're going to hold it, try to get it as close to the middle as possible. You're going to hold it and very light, trace around the circle. And as you can see, my pencil keeps skipping, but that's okay. It's just going to be for a guideline. So once you have your circle, then you're going to start with your fish. So I'm going to draw a little line at the very top and a little line at the very bottom. This is going to be the nose of my fish, and then the tail, the nose of my fish, and then the tail. So the fish is actually a teardrop shape. So it's round at one end and pointed at the other. So for me, turning my paper helps a lot. So I'm going to make the nose of the fish. It starts off kind of small and then it curves around. Notice I'm bigger than my circle. Just like this. And I want to leave a space for the tail. If you remember, the tail is going to be long. The longer the tail, the fancier the fish. So if you only have a little space for the tail, then you only have a little space. Neither one is wrong. It's either what you end up with, or it can also be your preference. If you'd rather have a smaller tail, you can. I think I'm going to have a longer tail, so I'm going to stop right here. So I know all of this is going to be my tail because that's the nose for the next fish. So then I curve it down to that point. Now this one is going to be a little bit trickier because it does need to get fat and then skinny. So it does sort of resemble like a comma or an apostrophe. So this one, it's easier for me if I go like this. So I'm going to keep about the same distance. And I got the nose of the fish has a little bit of a curve. And then I go a little larger. And see how I'm sketching it. The sketching is light. And that way if I mess up, it'll be really easy for me to fix it. Just like that. So now it looks like I have two tadpoles or two commas that are spinning around. The next thing we're going to add is going to be the gills. The gills are how fish breathe. So the gills, I'm going to say the head is about this big. So I'm going to draw a curve line for his face. Then curve line. Make that one a little bigger. Just like that. So that's also where the eyes and the gills are going to be. So I erase my mess up because I did it lightly. It's easy to erase. And then I erase the inside lines. So now I can see his face. Kind of looks like a little heart almost. And the same with this one. So I have the face. Then I'm going to add the gill. And I'm just going to draw a curve line stop, curve line stop. So those two do not match, or do not meet in the middle. Curve line stop, curve line stop. Then the eyes are going to be ovals, just like that, close to the edge of the face. And then I'm going to leave a big little circle and then color it in. Big, little, and color it in. Then I'm going to do the same thing to this fish. An oval here and here. Big, little. Big, little. Now, if you have a better way that you like doing the eyes, then you are more than welcome to do it. However, this is going to be a realistic picture, so we're not doing cartoon eyes or anime eyes. We're going to keep it realistic looking. So now our fish has a face. Koi have whiskers. They're very similar to a catfish. So we're going to start, I'm going to leave a space, and then you have a wavy line that comes to a point. And this one, wavy line. And I want to try to get it about the same length to the point. So I'm looking at this fish and I notice it's kind of pointy right here. I don't really want it that pointy, so I'm going to make it a little bit wider and flatter. There, I like that one better. So I leave a finger. And leave a finger. Now I'm not measuring exactly, so it doesn't have to be exactly perfect, but they're similar in the lengths. And now the fins. You have several different types of fish fins that you can choose from. This is where you now ask Miss Boyd if you can get the sample paper. So you have simple fish like this one, just a little tail and little fins. You have the fancier tail like this. And this one, these two would be similar. Then you have the jagged edge fins, and then you have ones that overlap. So the yellow fish is on top of the black fish, and the black fish is covering up the yellow. This one, if you would like to do one of the more difficult ones, by all means go ahead and try, but I'm going to let you choose which fin style you like the best. So this fin style uses more of a leaf shape, so it gets larger and then pointy, so it's kind of more of a diamond shape. This fish, as you can tell, starts off small and then gets bigger, but it's all wavy lines. So since I've already done both of those, I think I'm going to change it up and actually do the tail a little bit fancier. So I'm going to start on this one. So don't start on the point. You're going to come up a little bit so it's actually connected to the tail and not like this weird, like it's about to fall off look. So I'm going to go out. So I get wider, but then I think I'm going to a little wider. I'm going to go loop, curve, curve, curve. And this one, not the point, move up a little bit. Get bigger, here, get bigger, curve, curve, curve. So this one has 3 curves, this one has 4. The counting does not matter. So I'm liking that a lot. And then I erase the inside. So now it really does starting to look like a fish. It does need the dorsal fins. The dorsal fins are the ones on the side. But I'm going to come in and add some lines to the tail. I notice they're a little curved also. Now, the fins, the dorsal fins are basically just triangles. So I'm going to start here, about right here, and then draw out. And I'm going to do the same curve, 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 connect. So it's going to come out, curve, curve, connect. And then this one also gets That's long, medium, short. And this one about right here. Curve, curve, connect, curve, curve, connect. Now you can see this one's larger than this one. If you want to make them the exact same size, it's going to be difficult because this side is shorter than this side, just because it's curved. So you just draw until you think it looks right. So then large, medium, small. I'm happy with that a lot. And I was completely mistaken. These are not dorsal fins. These are pectoral fins. The dorsal fin is on the top, like the sharks and dolphins have, which is the next one we're going to draw. So in about the same line here to almost all the way back, all it is a super skinny teardrop shape, just like that. And that's the fin that's sticking up, but you can't see it because you just see the top of it. So then here to about here, little skinny, just like that. And I'm liking the fish. Now, if I was going to redo anything, I would move this back and make the head larger, because I think it would look better if it had a larger face. But I'm okay with this. So then I go in and erase the line going down the middle of the fish, because we do not need that line anymore. And I think I am going to change this. So I'm going to start in the middle and go out and out. Yeah. So as you can tell, I actually did draw the gills a little too dark because they're not erasing all the way. But we will be painting these, and so the paint will actually hide any of the mess ups. But that is exactly why you always draw lightly. There. I like that. Those a lot better. And I'm going to erase this line. And then I redraw anything I accidentally erased. There. I really like my fish.